Hey everybody, it's Poochie. Welcome back to another fun and exciting What Sold on eBay video. So today, as you know, we sell on other platforms too. Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, thebins.net, whatnot. We sell all over the place. But this is just going to be what sold on eBay, and it's only going to be for some of our clothing stores on eBay. As you may or may not know, we have a brick and mortar store, so we have more than one clothing store on eBay, so we can keep things separate, stuff that's in our store, stuff that's in our warehouse or storage. So having said all that, let's go. Okay, guys, here is where the magic happens. Watch. Look at that. Just like Mike Myers in Wayne's World. Heck yeah. Vintage Christian sweatshirt. Now, to preface this, we have a lot of stuff on sale because we have a lot of new inventory coming in, and we don't want to outgrow the storage space, the store space that we have. Hey, so we're actually selling a lot off on sales, super sales, etc., taking offers just to get out with the old, in with the new, right? So vintage Christian sweatshirt just has Jesus on it and some flowers and butterflies. Sold for $10 plus shipping, so not that great. This one, NFL stuff, is still selling, although it has slowed down. Baltimore Ravens shirt sold for $15.27. The Izod jacket. Now, this is going to be a total wash after shipping. I mean, I don't think we're going to lose anything because I think I probably got it for like a quarter or 50 cents or at the bins. But it's a puffer jacket. It's not a great puffer jacket. It's certainly not a great brand. Izod is not. Sold for $10. The reason why I took such a low offer is I don't want to save it for a whole year, and that's what I take the risk of doing because it's mid-January. People aren't really buying stuff, winter coats now. Vintage Levi's denim shirt. So this one is pretty cool. It's actual denim, okay, with a little Levi's pocket tag there. Sold for $23.99. Grunt style, not a brand we get usually, but this one was cool. It says "Don't Tread on Me." We sold it for $11.46. This one, Echo Unlimited, is a great Y2K brand. The new stuff, okay, so Echo and I think South Pole still make clothes, or they made clothes after the Y2K era, but it's only the Y2K stuff that's really popular. So this is a great size. It's 4XL. It is a spell out is what we call it. So when it's anything is spelled out, like the brand on the front, that's a spell out. If it's in like cursive handwriting, that would be script. So those are keywords you can use. It sold for $20. This Washington Redskins, there are no more. Hail to the Redskins. Redskins memorabilia. The Washington Redskins changed to the Washington Commanders. So Redskins stuff is no longer being made and will increase in value as time goes on. So it's kind of a gut call. Do you want to put it aside and wait 10 years to sell it? No, that's not my plan. Betsy would kill me if I did that, wouldn't you? Yes. Notre Dame shirt. This is just a starter shirt with, I think, embroidered Notre Dame on the pocket. Notre Dame they played for the national championship last night. Who won? Sorry to say, but ever since my Oregon Ducks got beaten, I haven't been that interested in it. Betsy, yeah. Go on and look up who won the college football championship. Google it. I could look on ESPN on my phone, but it's a lot more exciting to tell Betsy to do it, and she does it. So Under Armour sweater, nothing great. It's like a quarter zip, sold for $16.49. Under Armour, some stuff does good, some stuff doesn't. You have to really pay attention to your buy cost. Ohio State. What was the score? Gotta say, I was hoping for that because Ohio State beat my Oregon Ducks.
34-23.
Yeah, I was hoping they would go on to win the championship. So, congratulations to the Ohio State. What are they, the Buckeyes?
Yeah, I can't say that because when there was a Big Ten, Iowa.
Okay, whatever.
Sorry.
Betsy's mom
It's in my blood.
was like, you know, her whole family, but her mom was Iowa Hawkeye, so she can't say congrats to Ohio. Whatever. Blue D's jeans. We got these at the bins. They're white denim zip pockets. Pretty cool. Sold for $20. Oh no, they didn't. They were canceled. Yeah. I don't know why they were canceled, but they were canceled. So those did not sell. They sold, but then they unsold. So, this Henley's jeans, these did sell. We got these at the bins, sold for $25. They're pretty cool. I'll show you. I always like the first picture of the jeans to be the butt because, you look at that picture. I mean, that looks cool. That's the front of the jeans, but the back of the jeans, I think, looks cooler because it's got the studs and the design and look at all that stuff back there. Oh my God. Those are actually really cool. Not a great brand name, I don't think, but they sold for $25 and they sold very quickly. Stanley camo shirt. Now this I think is Stanley Tools. Thanks. Sold for $14.63. We've had it for a while. Not a great item. Some camo really sells well, some does not. This Grateful Dead shirt was canceled. We had a lot of cancellations. What's going on?
I don't know.
2 cancellations is actually a lot for us. So this is a Sugoi jacket. It's a cycling jacket sold for $21.49. I always try to pick up good cycling stuff because it always sells. We had this much longer than I thought we would, but it sold for $21.49. This sold to somebody in my hometown. PDX, Gilroy Garlic Festival from the 90s. It's got a cool design. Gilroy Garlic Festival 90. So 80s, 90s, you say both. It fits because it is from 1990. Lifeguard sweatshirt. We had this a while, much longer than I thought we would, for Clearwater Beach, Florida. Sold for $15. Carhartt pants. Now, with Carhartt, here's the thing. We do well with the pants, especially the double knee pants, the overalls, the jackets, the vests, not the shirts. So if you have something, unless it's flame resistant on Carhartt, the t-shirts, the long sleeve t-shirts, the button-up shirts, if they're plaid or they're flannel or whatever, we just do not do well with those. We do well with pants and jackets. We've sold the double knee pants in horrible condition with stains, horrible, for over $100 multiple times in this last year. This Columbia jacket sold for $16.49, much less than we hoped it would, but it came from the bins. It either came from the bins or 50-cent day. So what are you going to do? St. Patrick's Day, that's the stuff we're trying to get rid of. Columbia's an okay brand. It just really depends on what you get. St. Patrick's Day shirt, Happy St. Patty's USMC. Let's see the design on this so you can see what it's like. See, that's really cool design. 2013, Do You Feel Lucky? Semper Fidelis. Very cool St. Patrick's shirt. That one sold for $24.49. This Swiss Tech jacket, like I said, we're kind of given some deals because the puffer jackets are not going to sell in late January, February. It's going to be really hard. There's people who live in cold weather all year long, don't get me wrong, but puffer jackets, usually the time to sell them is September, October, November, even maybe a little into December because of the holidays. But when you get into January, they just don't sell. Sao Paulo Football Club. This is a soccer jersey, right? Okay, and it sold for $34.29. We usually do pretty well with jerseys. Betsy, you found that Buckhorn River? So Betsy can't find this. It sold for $17.46. So she's going to have to pull a rabbit out of a hat somehow. Super Mario Brothers Youth Little paid nothing for it. Sold for $10. Dickies. Dickies is hit and miss too. I noticed that Dickies and Carhartt sell pretty well on Whatnot usually. So I mean, it sold for $12.10. Not great. Wrangler pants. These were new with tag, cargo. They sold for $16.49. This Virginia Cavaliers sweatshirt sold for $18.74. This is a dressing Cleo Hawaiian dress. Now, if you look at it, I think, yeah, it's got sailboats and islands. Just a really cool design. You can see it here. That sold for $18.99. This is a Grateful Dead shirt. Not all Grateful Dead stuff is old. A lot of the newer stuff sells too. Dog Mom nightgown. That sold for $16.49. Dog Mom nightgown. We've had that for a while. Sold for $10. This is a cycling jersey. Salsa Cycles. Sold for $22. Lucky Brand jeans. Hit and miss on those. Again, do not stay away from the shirts. Seriously, I would not recommend anybody to buy the Lucky Brand shirts anymore. They don't sell for enough. Anyway, these sold for $16.49. J. Crew vest sold for $25. I think we probably got that at the bins. The Ginger Man 2024. This is a cool, I think it's a movie promo. The Ginger Man Austin. Maybe it is a beer. And he will make it felony to drink small beer. Maybe it's a brewery or something. This is an Echo Unlimited. I told you about that brand before. Sold for $34.99. Kendall Jackson single stitch shirt. This is a winery, I believe. And it's just, I mean, I paid next to nothing for it. You can date tags so you know the date of the t-shirt you're selling. On defunct.com, defunkd.com. They have a lot of tags, and you can see the age or what date the t-shirt was made. It's very helpful to educate yourself if you intend on selling vintage shirts. Vintage Yellowstone Park sold for $23. This is weird. This is Saudi Arabia Aramco shirt. We get a lot of stuff. We're in a military town, so we get a lot of stuff that is military related. I don't know if this is, but it sold pretty quickly for $15. Ralph Lauren 3X, but it's a muscle shirt. It's not in that great a shape. Sold for $12. Oh, it's canceled. What is with all the cancels? Okay, I'm going to do a couple more. This Come and Go shirt. We're very familiar with that because it's like a gas station mini mart in the Midwest in Iowa. We have Come and Go at the Came and Go many times. Wait a minute. I got that wrong. This is Ralph Lauren shirt. This is a really cool shirt, you guys. Okay, so it's like a hoodie style shirt, but it's not a thick hoodie. But look at this design on the front. Man, when I saw it, I had to have it. I don't think I paid that much for it. I think I paid like $8, 10 tops, but it sold for $40, which I knew it would do well. Nautica shirt, that's something we just wanted to clear out. $13.33. I do not buy Nautica anymore. Sonoma, same thing here, sold for $15. Archaic by Affliction. If you have something that is like so-and-so by Affliction, so-and-so by Anthropology, make sure you put by Affliction, by Anthropology, because those are keywords that will bring more people to your item. Levi's jeans, these sold for $29.99. Zorb New Zealand t-shirt sold for $15. Detroit Highwayman Motorcycle Club t-shirt sold very quick for $24.99. I mean, I could go on and on and on. You see just a lot of vintage t-shirts, a lot of cool stuff. Oh, we did sell she left negative feedback. let's talk about this. She bought it for $74, a Carhartt women's jacket. Okay. And said in the feedback that this had to have shrunk, or this, something's wrong with this because the size doesn't match up. Okay. Do you see this picture? That is a pit to pit measurement. Do you see this picture? That's the length measurement. So if you buy something that's a piece of clothing and you don't look to see what the measurements are before you buy it, that's on you then. That's what my son used to say. That's on them then. So anyway, let's get over to the other account. You see here a couple shirts sold for $25. We usually do pretty well with t-shirts. It's one of my passions because I wear them all the time. This one's grungy. My apologies. So let's get into the other account and see what sold there. Okay, guys, we're on the other account now. And are you ready? Where the magic happens, Betsy? There we go. Are the dogs looking at me? Okay. You're just like, why are you? Okay. Tell me now. Always a critic. Always a critic. There is always a critic. Furley, the old dog, peed right behind my chair.
There's pee pads over there by him. He was standing on a pee pad, but he walked over off the pee pad right behind your chair and peed.
This is what I put up with.
That'll probably
I think we should
video.
definitely leave that in the video.
You'll hear it on the video.
Because that's lovely.
Pee on carpet.
That's lovely. Okay, back to the video. While she cleans the wee up, he's 17. We give him.
He gets credit.
We give him.
He gets
some leeway. He's 17 and kind of crippled. We give him some leeway. So back into it. I'm sorry I was doing and the dog was peeing. That's why I didn't hear it.
Maybe.
So on this account, vintage Tommy Hilfiger windbreaker sold for $10.26. As I said, a lot of this stuff, see, this is on a 60% discount. A lot of this, we've had it so long, it's time to get rid of it. Either that or it's an item that we wouldn't pick up now. Do you know what I mean? Like it's something that we picked it up a year ago. We picked it up 10 months ago. And then Orvis, started being sold at Ollie. Or Peter Millar started being sold at Costco. Or more Ralph Lauren started being sold at TJ Maxx. It all depends on the current situation. And if the current situation is they're getting Tommy Hilfiger jackets like this for $10 brand new at, Ross outlet or whatever, they're not going to want to pay 10 for my used one. So that's why we get rid of stuff. Even though I like Tommy Hilfiger personally, it doesn't sell unless it's something kind of wild and crazy for us usually, or real vintage piece. So Anthropologie rails. Remember what I said? I think this just says rails on the inside. Okay, so the tag says rails, but we know that it's Anthropologie rails. So we put Anthropologie, right? And then it results in a $31.49 sale price. Okay, Coco Jameson shirt sold for $15. Here are the keywords: log and look, tunic, boho. Okay, and rayon. I guess rayon is a keyword. Some people like that material. I don't know. Here's another cancel on this account. Crazy. Mickey Mouse pajamas, footy pajamas. They got it for $9.31 and then canceled it. Whatever. Academics jeans. These are Academics Genius. See that? Genius. Streetwear, men's, new with tag. I don't think they're really Y2K. Maybe, Academics is a Y2K brand, but these look brand new. Let's look at the back. Let's look at the back side. Maybe a little Y2K kind of design. Those sold for $37.23. Pretty good. Missoni dress. BOLO. You want a BOLO? Missoni is a BOLO. Sold for $72.19. Women's blue overlay open knit Hippie Italy ladies. Hippie Italy. You had me at Hippie Italy. So let's look at what the tag looks like. Okay. $72 it sold for. Citadel sweater. This is like I said, we get a lot of military stuff in this town. So this is a Citadel sweater. It is virgin wool. So let me tell you what I would have done on this and what I should have done. The title reads Citadel sweater women's 42 small. We'll do that if it's a size that's like a European size or something, or like maybe a Chico size that's different. We will put in parentheses what the actual size, the USA size is: small, medium, large, etc. It says 100% wool. Now, what I would have done is I would have probably said virgin wool, since the tag says virgin wool. Who doesn't love a virgin? So that's what I would have said, virgin wool, to make it probably sell quicker or for more money. But I mean, it sold pretty good, and it sold for $29.99. I can't complain. True spec pants. These are 2XL. These did not sell for as much as we would have hoped. We had to put them on 60% off. They are tactical pants, but apparently not a popular brand. Columbia shorts sold for $7.07. Maybe I could have waited till spring, but Columbia shorts are kind of a dime a dozen. They don't really sell for that much money. Columbia PFG stuff in general doesn't. So $7.07 was fine. And again, we make a dollar or two on the shipping as well. St. John's Bay. This is a brand that you don't want. No. Even this is new with tag, and we only sold it for $6.65. Fat Farm jeans. These did pretty good. And they are, I think of Fat Farm and I think of Y2K stuff, but these are actually skinny jeans. So let's have a look. They're really cool. They got the pockets up here, and then they have the zippers for additional pockets. They have the really cool knees. Not sure what the back side looks like. Yeah, the front side actually looks cooler on these. So on these, the front side would be what we call the money shot, the first photo. So those sold for $29.39. Banana Republic, again, unless it's something spectacular, not a brand that I get. If it's a good wool, like cashmere, I would get it. This is cashmere blend, but it only sold for $8.05. And the reason I'm selling stuff like this, the puffer jackets and the sweaters and the things that are wool a little bit cheaper, is because, hey, we're mid-January. We're January 21st. We're late January now. So there's not going to be a lot of people who are going to be paying up for sweaters and jackets that are winter style clothes. And I really don't want to hold on to this stuff for another year. This is a Land's End waffle net, sold for $6.63. Land's End is another brand. I bought this at the bins, and I bought it not because of anything except I thought it was just beautiful. It is you can't really see it. It's a cardigan with all the animal cutouts, like for a zoo. Somebody else thought it was cool too. It sold for $23. Polo shirt. This is a adult. We sell these like, what do we sell them like?
What are you talking about?
Hotcakes. We sell them like hotcakes. We always buy Ralph Lauren shirts because they're always going to sell. Sometimes they won't sell for as much as you want. But how much do hotcakes really sell? I haven't bought a hotcake in a long time. So maybe these sell better than hotcakes. Maybe they sell like a really hot video game. Maybe I'm going to shut up. So we sell these all the time. We pay a maximum of $4.50 for them. And so this one sold for $17 plus shipping. Very happy with that. And we sell them regularly, especially the long sleeve, more dressy. And with polo, the wilder something is, the better it is. But the polo, just a polo shirt, the Ralph Lauren simple polo shirts, no, those do not sell. I've also noticed that like just plain pants, trousers, khaki or whatever, those don't sell as good as they used to. So be careful what you buy. Be careful what you spend. The main thing is buy stuff that people want and is in demand, that you are right on the purchase price. That means you're not overspending. You never want to overcommit your budget, and you never want to overspend on individual items. This one, I guarantee you I didn't overspend on it. It was probably a quarter or 50 cents. Eddie Bauer shirt, really, really, really not an Eddie Bauer thing to buy in the future. Some Eddie Bauer does good. This does not. Sold for $5.42. Dockers pants, again, these are a 25 or 50 cent thing only, and we are not buying them anymore because they just take up room and then you have to sell them for $6.70. Ain't nobody got time for that. Columbia shirt, I'll show you something. This is a shooting shirt. Usually when a shirt has a pad on the shoulder, you see that? It is a shooting shirt or a hunting shirt. So that sold for $30. Columbia does good with some things, but not the stuff really that's out there and is just, there's tons of it. But if you pick it up the right price and it's an item that's in demand, like convertible pants, which they are pants that turn into shorts, we always pick those up if the price is right. Coleman shirt, new with tag, MSRP $55, not on eBay. The MSRP is $8.82. Sad. But it sold and we only paid like probably a couple bucks for it. Lip service pants. You want another BOLO? Check these out. Lip service pants. Punk, rock and roll, skull, USA, button fly. They look like leather, right? And I don't want to say pleather, but they're probably some sort of fleather. Fake leather. Fleather. Why did they say pleather anyway?
I don't know.
It should be fleather.
I think it's polyurethane.
Polly wants some awesome pants.
Polyester.
Okay, so those sold for $69.99. That is nothing to sneeze at. Alan Flusser is another brand that we have cut buying unless there's something really cool and awesome, because it does not sell for as much as it used to. $18.62 that one sold for. Lucky Brand, like I told you, don't buy Lucky Brand shirts. You'll end up getting a really cool one that is ghost white, Western style with pearl snaps, chambray, and you'll only sell it for $14. I mean, we still made a profit on it, but still, it didn't take that long to sell, but still, if we can only get $14 out of a Lucky Brand shirt that cool, unless there's actual gold on the next Lucky Brand shirt, we're not buying it, are we?
No.
Vintage Illinois Fighting Illini shirt. This is from the NCAA 2005 Final Four in St. Louis. Sold for $20.94. Now, March Madness is coming up, and this is pretty cool because it has the arch. You see, it's got the year. It's a pretty cool, not like your typical Illinois shirt. It's special. It's from when they were in the Final Four. If you were there, you're going to want this shirt. Flax shirt. Is Flax a brand we've decided on, or is it just kind of hit and miss?
Wax was on one of the people that we watched. It was on their BOLO list.
It was on their BOLO list.
We've had two, and
I think it should be on our no list.
they just take forever to sell.
So Flax 100% linen sold for $17. So even though it's on someone else's BOLO buy list, I would say no buy list, because it only sold for $17. But if you can get it cheap enough, $17 is, okay. Under Armour shirt sold for $17.44. We don't do well with Under Armour, so I'm pleased that this one brought that much in. Some Under Armour does well, but some of it, as you can see, meh. Abercrombie and Fitch, this only sold for $6, so be careful what Abercrombie you are fitching. This is the label. I know there are vintage labels. I don't really know much about Abercrombie and Fitch labels, I will have to admit. But this one apparently is not that great. Sold for $6. Hollister sweatshirt sold for $20. Nope, they canceled. Man, people, what is wrong with you? Ralph Lauren sweater. This is like a cardigan sweater. No fancy material. Sold for $34.29, which is good. Pendleton. Okay, I'm going to tell you, if anything has the Pendleton label and I see it and it's cheap or a relatively good price, it's going in the cart, because Pendleton is a great brand. It's been a great brand forever. This is a vintage piece. Again, it says pure wool. I think, again, we should have said virgin wool, because it is pure virgin wool. I just think, what is it about me that thinks that virgin wool is better than normal wool?
Because everybody likes a virgin.
She said, because everybody likes a virgin. Not everybody. But I don't know. It just sounds better. I'm going to have to go and research. Why don't you do that now, Betsy, while we're doing the video? Mm-hmm. Say, why is virgin wool virgin wool? Something like that. Vintage Wrangler shirt. I'm going to tell you a story. This is a vintage red tag. I'll show you the tag. There's the red tag. It's got pearl snaps. Now, when you're selling Wranglers, you want to make sure you have the pearl snaps, because as my papa told me, he was coming out of the hospital once. He had lost weight, and so we got him a new shirt to wear. I don't know I don't know what was going on, but he was coming out of the hospital, or one of those places he went after the hospital before they go home. And he got so mad at us because we got him a Wrangler shirt that I was really happy with, but it had buttons, not snaps. So we got told off for that, didn't we? Yeah. Always snaps, never buttons. Izod sweatshirt sold for $7. This is, again, something. Don't buy that. Vintage Sears and Roebuck pants. Now, these are cool. These are really cool. Look at the tag. Hold on. Dry clean only. Sears, Roebuck and Company. But, I mean, yeah, they sold for $10. I don't know how old they were. And this one, Lucky Brand shirt, sold for $8.82. I'm telling you, Lucky Brand shirts are not a thing. Peter Millar. Now, this has St. Ignatius Wildcats logo, which I think is a high school, like a Christian school. Here's the thing about Peter Millar. They just started selling them in Costco, I heard. So what that means is quite potentially Peter Millar is going to go down in value. So keep that in mind. That Peter Millar only sold for $15, but it did have kind of an obscure embroidered spot on the chest. Vintage New Orleans shirt sold for $22.80. New Orleans stuff, the older stuff, tends to go pretty well. I did have a really cool jazz shirt that was for a jazz festival, and it took me forever, like over a year. And I think I just sold it for $10 or something. A single stitch, like, it was really cool. Anyway, Bridge and Burn pants. These are from Portland, Oregon. Canvas and spandex. I don't see those two going together. So they sold for $25. Prana pants. We do really well with Prana too, usually. Sold for $29.99. J. Jill shirt. Again, J. Jill is hit and miss. The larger sizes usually do better. We do not usually, unless it's at the bins, pick up the smaller sizes, because you can't buy J. Jill for, $4.50, $5, and then sell it for $14.70 after, 10 months, and then make money. It's just not a good business plan to have unless you have more storage than you know what to do with. Then you're good. A Nama dress. This is very pretty. It's got all of the keywords in here: black, cross strap, ruched. Is that how you say that? Bodycon, galactic, tie dye, ruched. Okay, but look how pretty it is. It's beautiful. Oh, I thought it was actually like shiny. It's not shiny. Good photographs there, team.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sport Tech sweatshirt sold for $11.26. U.S. Army Airborne Special Ops. I hope that would have sold for more. This is a cool shirt. House of Lords shirt. Dragon. Gothic. Western. What? It's like I imagine cowboys riding dragons. So this is a really cool shirt. It is a Western kind of look. It's kind of rockabilly. We probably should have said rockabilly in the title, because that's more what it is. But that is a dragon on the back. Dragon head. Pretty cool, right? It sold for $20. This parsley and sage shirt blouse sold for $18. Pierre Cardin, not a brand we get. I'm not sure why we got this. Why does it say, oh, here's why. Because it has pinup girls. You see the pinup girls? It's a really cool, that sold way cheaper than I would have thought, but it sold $8. Sometimes you can get things not because of the brand, because Pierre Cardin is not a brand we buy, but I got that because of the pinup girls. I thought the Hawaiian design with the old-fashioned 30s and 40s style pinup girls was really cool. John Wayne boots. I bought these for either $25 or $30 at a thrift store here, and they ended up selling for $110. I'm very happy with that. These are rare. Like, I am really, really good at Google searches, and I could not find these anywhere. Now, check this out. John Wayne boots, and it's BOOT''S. Weird, right? But those are really flippin' cool, and they sold for $110. I did find one pair that was in an auction, I think. I found it on, what's that? I can't remember the site that we go to. You know the site. You go there and they have all the auction records of things, prices things sold at. My God. Here's another cancellation. That's it! Terapeak! I'll be right with you. We temporarily interrupt this video for my sanity. Coffee. Christian Siriano, not a brand we pick up, but this was a nice blouse, and it was a nice material. See, nice design. Linen is a good material. People always like linen, especially in the spring and summer. Sold for $19.38. This is cool. It's a Francesca's Miami skirt. So I thought it was cooler than it was. We probably got it at the bins or for a quarter. It sold for $5. Vintage Fat Farm shirt. I love it when people email after they get something and they say, oh, thank you so much. I love it. So that was the case with this shirt. It's got someone downhill skiing on it, which is great if you're a skier or know a skier. Sundance shirt, women's medium. I don't know why the hell I'm reading the title like it matters. Sold for $20. 32 jacket sold for $35. No, that was canceled too. What the F? What the effing F? This is a family channel, by the way. That's why. What the effing F is what, you know. Denim 24/7 dress, $15. Mark Shale sweater, $8.94. Spider jacket. We sold that one Oh, we didn't. We got another one. Okay. I was like, we sold that one pretty quick, but we actually have another one. We got it. This one sold for 25. The hiking shirt sold for 15. Let me show you what's so cool about this. I'm really disappointed it didn't sell for more because it's crazy. There is a helicopter, there are mountains, there are people hiking, and then there are goats. I mean, all you had to do was have goats, and I'm in. I freaking love goats. Any kind of shirt with some sort of farm animal on it, apparently, I'm in for because I love cows too. So I'm surprised that didn't sell for more because it's actually hella hiking, which is hella good. They drop you off in the middle of nowhere, I think, by helicopter. I'm not sure. And I would never want to do that because I would die. I would die out there. Tony Todd dress sold for 40. J. Jill, again, not a great size, sold for 11. Lazy Oaf shirt. What is so cool about this one? I think it's this is the design. So that doesn't look like one of those shirts back in the day, when we were growing up. Well, when I was growing up, and you get a shirt that was like, had two bicycle tires right where your boobs were. God, that was horrible. Do you remember that, Betsy?
What?
Like when I was a kid, my mom got me a shirt, a t-shirt that had a bicycle on it. And I was a little kid, and it had like two, it was a bicycle, and the two bicycle wheels were where your boobs were. Well, back in the day, they were up here. What?
You were older than me. That was probably before.
I'm older than her, so that was probably before her time. It's about to not be a family channel. Pink Dolphin vest. This person went back and forth, offer and offer and offer and offer. God, I hope it was more than one person because I had so many offers come in on this, and I finally got him up to $25 and said hallelujah. I got him up from like $8 to $25. Sold. But it's just a really cool vest. It's not that it's anything spectacular. I paid a couple bucks for it, but it's just pretty cool. The birds here love it. Dickies shirt, again, sold for $10. Here is a bundle. I had a bundle, guys. North Face shirt and a Hurley jacket sold for $23 for both of them. I'm fine with that. Athleta rash guard. We do okay with Athleta, not as good as we used to. Eddie Bauer jeans we've been doing pretty good with. We've been picking these up. Well, I've been picking these up lately, and we've been doing pretty good with them. These weren't listed that long. They sold for $23. Akira pants. Big houndstooth. So look at this huge houndstooth design. That's really funky, right? Those sold for $26.52. And now I feel like I'm just going to bore you to tears with this. Let me see if there's anything exceptional. This Marmot jacket sold for $39.99. I was very happy with that because, like, it's not the time that people are buying winter clothes anymore, the really heavy winter clothes. Turtleson sweater sold for $20. Hugo Boss is not a brand we usually get unless it's some sort of a suit or something really cool. Ralph Lauren t-shirt. Here's a really good example of Ralph Lauren. It's a plain Ralph Lauren. It's got the crown. Okay. It's even a good size. It's 2X, but it's still only sold for $12. So stay away from the t-shirt and the normal polo Ralph Lauren's unless they're really cool. They have a big pony. They have the bear. Those are things that make it more valuable. I finally sold a baseball hat, I guess. Toronto Maple Leafs for $10. Baseball hats we usually get for under $2, so that's fine. Eddie Bauer shirt sold for $7. And Harley Davidson. That's a good place to wrap it up. Oh, no. I have a great place to wrap it up. Okay, so this Harley Davidson sweatshirt sold for $29.99, which is good. We usually don't do great with Harley stuff unless it's something pretty special. This is what we're going to end on. Torrid Marilyn Monroe Ruched. Ruched. Okay. Bodycon Spandex Plus. Boing. I do my own sound effects, Betsy. Boing. You can just see it, right? That wolf. His tongue rolls out and boing. It's leopard print Marilyn Monroe dress. Spandex bodycon. Oh my God. It sold for $42.74. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's hot as hell. So that is it, guys. That's a pretty good rundown of everything that sold. Here's a good reminder. Do not buy Greg Norman. Sold for $5. Okay. Untuck It, $22.50. Tommy Bahama, we're still doing good with $24.99. So that's basically it. Here's another Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville, another baseball hat, $10. Air Jordan shorts, $25.64. Arc'teryx sweater, $50. So that's it, guys. Ariat sweatshirt. I can't stop myself. $29.99. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to buy low and sell high. Now, the reason I say that, it's so basic, right? But the reason I say that is because it's so important what your buy cost is. So if you have something that you know is a $50 item and you pay $30 for it, no. If you have something that is a $75 item and you pay $30 for it, okay. Your buy cost is, in my opinion, other than finding the stuff that people want to buy, your buy cost is the most important part of reselling. So be really aware of what you're paying for something. If you're paying $4 for something that's going to sell for $15, that's really not good, because you should be aiming higher, number one. And number two, a lot of the fees are going to come out of it. Your time spent to do the listing, your gas that you had to go, sourcing with. I mean, you want to make sure you're buying at the right price. So again, buy low, sell high. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can see all the videos on this channel. We hope it helps you. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Say bye, Betsy.
Bye, Betsy.